Hey guys, so welcome back to the Actor's Notebook. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell notification. Yeah, I'm trying to remember to say these things, so bear with me. But anyway, so today we're going to talk about what to do when you get into an audition room. So I'm gonna try and kind of break this down for you guys because it's different in every room, if we're gonna be honest. But there can be a lot of, first of all, if you're a non-union and you're going to say an EPA audition, an equity principal audition, and you're just waiting and they're actually going to see you, and you get your number from the list. You have to sign up on a list, and then you get your number based on how you signed up. One important thing to note about an EPA audition, if you're a non-equity, non-union actor, and I explained what that is in like my first video, so you guys can go back and look at that. It's entitled Audition, kind of how to find them. So I explained what that is in that one. So basically, you put your name down on a list and you're at this audition, and if you leave or you're not there when they're actually calling the names out to give you a number based on like the order that you signed in, if you're not there, some places will actually cross out your name and you won't be seen. You can come back later. Say you're in the restroom. There's been girls in the restroom who weren't there when they were calling out the list of names, and other people took their number, and their name was crossed out. Then they came back and they were like, hey, I'm here. And she was like, sorry, I already gave out the numbers and list of names. You're gonna have to sign up all over again. And so you're at the bottom of the list waiting to be called in again. So do not leave the room. Bring yourself a snack. I always, for some reason, do like, I make my snack beforehand, and I don't know why, but there's usually quesadillas. That's just what I make. Have some water and then just wait. Have a phone, have a book. Don't really go over your monologue too much because you may not be called for 2 hours. So why waste your time and energy? So just kind of relax and wait until they call your name so that you can get your right number. That's happened at the Actors Equity building a lot. So you'll get a number, and then based on that number, then you'll like have to sit and wait. There may be some equity people still going in and they're just trying to balance it out, but you'll wait a little bit more, and then they'll call you in. Sometimes they'll ask for 2 contrasting monologues. Sometimes they'll ask for a 90-second monologue. If you're in musical theater, they could ask for a song, or some plays just have music in them and they might want to hear you sing, so just be prepared. I'll tell you all that beforehand. Your monitor, the one that's taking you into the room, they're usually not working with the company. They're just a monitor that equity provided for the equity auditions, the EPA auditions. So they will let you know when it's time for you to go in there, when you're going to be the next one, and give you time to kind of like prepare yourself then for what you're going to do. They'll also tell you, just to make sure that you know, to have whatever monologues you have to have, and however long it has to be. And most of the times they'll even tell you if the person has a timer, because people like to have timers so they can make sure they see everyone on time. So make sure your monologues is within that time frame, because they will cut you off. Basically, sometimes they don't. If they're really into it, this sounds bad, but if they're really into it, they won't. And you'll have to cut yourself off because you also want to be respectful of the other people. Don't take up everyone's time. You knew the rules before you came in there. Obviously, they're already into you. They're leaning for, you know, that actor, the thing directors do when they're like, actors do it too when you watch plays or films or whatever. I noticed I do it a lot. But so yeah, then you'll get asked to go into the room. You want to go in with confidence. Keep your head held high. Say hello. Don't reach for their hand if they're not giving it, if they're not giving yours. Don't go up automatically and shake their hand because they might not like that. Just go to your spot. If they want you to shake your hand, they will. Sometimes you'll hand them your headshot or resume. Other times, maybe the monitor will hand it to them beforehand. It all depends. They might ask you some questions about a resume. Maybe they'll do that after you perform or not. They'll say whenever you're ready, and then you begin your piece. And then when you're done, usually you say thank you. They'll say thank you. Maybe they have a few questions for you. Maybe you forgot to put your height on there. They want to know your height because this character has to be a specific height. It's happened to me quite a few times. I should really put my height out. And then they'll be like, thank you, have a great day. You leave. If you think you did a bad job, still leave with your head held high. Okay, you performed. And also, if you think you did a bad job, that doesn't mean that they thought you did a bad job. So now you're leaving and they can completely see that you don't think you did a good job. Your head's like this, you're slumped over, and oftentimes you're like, ugh, even before you leave. Sometimes people do that right after they end their monologue. That is not good. You want to look like you're as confident as possible. And you want them to think that you did a good job and that you know you did a good job. And you're confident in your work, in your artistry, and who you are. They don't want someone who's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. No, you take the information and you keep moving. So try not to kind of let all your emotions overwhelm you in that moment. Also, you might have done better than you thought. Honestly, they don't know how great you can be. What if your mediocre is their wow? You know? Keep that in mind. And also, you don't know what they want. That could be perfect for one character that they're looking for. Whatever you just did could be perfect. So keep your head up. Walk out there with a smile. Say thank you. Have a great day. And then leave. And leave it at the door. Do not think about it anymore. That's the typical audition. Even if you're doing a dance audition, if you're doing a film audition, is a little bit different because you have the whole camera right there. You have someone else reading the lines if it's not a monologue with you. Don't look at the camera unless they tell you to look at the camera. That can be a problem. Sometimes they'll even want a profile shot. And a full body shot before or after you start. Yeah, so keep that in mind. And also the person that you can be reading with, whether it be coming in for a callback for theater, for film, anything, the person you're reading with could be like a real reader, could be an actor, could be giving you great stuff, or they could be giving you nothing, absolutely nothing. They could sound like broken and just like not even like they're talking to you, like they're just, it can sound robotic. They could give you absolutely no emotion. You have to pretend like they are giving you everything. And if they do sound robotic, make that a choice. Why are they doing that? You have to still show that you can act. Don't let someone else, don't go down and start sounding robotic too. They're not an actor. They're just there doing their job. They're reading. That's what they were given to do this day. Maybe they're actually a reader full time, or maybe they're really doing something else. Maybe they're a technician. You have no idea. But they were given the task to read today. So they're doing their job. You do your job as an actor. You go in and you just make it work for you. And you'll do amazing. You always have to believe in yourself, regardless of what happens. Believe in yourself, know your worth, and follow your dream. So I hope this helped you guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will be posting every Tuesday and Saturday. So see you guys next time. Bye.